Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this great event. We would like to introduce you to our host for the evening. She is the producer and host of the nationally syndicated radio show Knee Deep in Bluegrass. She's a two-time Broadcaster of the Year for the International Bluegrass Music Association and a member of the Blue Ridge Music Hall of Fame. Please welcome Cindy Bauckham.
Hello, everyone. Marcy, thank you so much. What an honor it is to be here for the World Virtual Flatpicking Guitar Competition, the championship. Going to be presenting the finalists, and this is just a thrilling time. We're happy for all the folks that have joined us from around the world, and certainly happy for all the folks that sent in their entries by video. Those have been judged. Tonight, we're presenting the top 5 finalists, and before the end of the broadcast, you're going to get to hear who the champion is, and I'll be telling you what each of those winners will be receiving and all that good stuff. But I want to introduce you to the distinguished panel of judges, the folks that have been working really hard behind the scenes to get us to this point where we are this evening. And you've already met her a little bit. You're seeing her there now, but I'm just so happy to be working with this multi-Grammy award-winning artist, producer, and engineer. She's a signature artist for C.F. Martin Guitars. She's recorded 48 albums with her partner, Kathy Fink. Recipient of over 50 awards from the Washington Area Music Association, the DC area, including Best Traditional Instrumentalist and Musician of the Year. She's an instructor for TrueFire.com, PegheadNation.com, and Homespun.com. And I love that she lives in Lansing, North Carolina, because that is where my father was born and raised. I'm an Ashe County, North Carolina girl myself, but what a beautiful area and what a beautiful person here working with us tonight, Marcy Marxer.
Oh, thank you, Cindy. That's so kind. Every time I hear your voice, I just equate that with the best in bluegrass. We are thrilled to have you working with us here.
Oh, thank you so much. And, you know, it's all of us working together because we have such a passion for the music, and we love to see these talented folks displaying their talents. And before we get to that, we have someone else to introduce you to that I know is probably no stranger to the majority of the folks who are tuned in. A 3-time national flat picking champion, top-selling homespun and mill bay author. He is director with his wife, Donna, of the annual Gold award-winning Steve Kaufman's acoustic camps. And speaking of those camps, Old Time and Traditional Week coming up next year, June 13th through 19th. Bluegrass Week, June 20th through 26th, Maryville, Tennessee. And the website, flatpick.com. That's pick with a K, flatpick.com. But joining us now, Steve Kaufman. How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing great, Cindy. Hey, Marcy.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, it's good to be here. I'm so proud of this event and all the players that had joined us. And submitted, they just did a super job. Just unbelievable. And as far as I know, this is the first of its kind. That World Virtual Flatpicking Camp, and you'll probably tell them later. But I saw the list of where everyone was from, and it was just amazing. So thank you all for being in the contest, and thank you, Cindy.
I'm so happy to be here, and I'm also happy to be working with another great artist that, again, no stranger to the flat picking world, a native of West Virginia. He stays busy teaching and performing, and among his many awards, 1985 National Flat Pick Champion, champion at the Galax Fiddlers Convention on guitar in 89 and 90, many more awards, appearances on PBS, NPR, BBC. Robin Kessinger, hello.
Hello. Hi, Cindy.
How are you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Just tickled to be here.
Well, we're all happy to be here, and most appreciative to our sponsors as well, because without them, it would not be possible. And I'll be mentioning sponsors throughout, but certainly want to mention a couple of the major sponsors. ComeHereNC.com, Come Here North Carolina. What a great organization. NCArts.org is the website, or you can simply go to ComeHereNC.com. But in these days of coronavirus and people having to do things differently, venues closed, shows canceled, and so many self-employed artists without work, Come Here NC held a benefit concert earlier this year and raised more than $50,000 for artists. And I just think that's a wonderful thing that they did to support artists whose work was disrupted because of COVID-19. And of course, we want to say a big thank you to C.F. Martin and Company, established in 1833, inspiring musicians worldwide for nearly 2 centuries. Yes, indeed. We thank them so much. MartinGuitar.com is where you can learn more. So Steve alluded to all the many places that the contestants submitted their entries from, and many different states in America, and also Canada, Italy, Sweden, England, Australia. Oh, that's just awesome. I love it. I just love it. And this is going to be such a fun night. I can't wait. What do you say we just get on into it here? Right before we do, let me thank the Institute of Musical Traditions at imtfolk.org, our fiscal 501c3 sponsor. And I've introduced everybody. I want to give a shout out to our technical director, Rob Hinkle, taking care of everything behind the scenes. So I think we're ready to get rolling here. What do you think? I know folks are anxious to see and hear some great flat pickers.
Let's bring it on.
Great. Let's go in alphabetical order. All right.
Yes, alphabetical order here for the top 5 finalists. And we are starting with finalist number 1. He is Brennan Ernst from Luckett's, Virginia. He is 26 years old and currently plays guitar in Fiddle and Billy Hurt's old-time band, 5 Mile Mountain Road. And many folks might remember Brennan from his work as a banjo picker with Carl Shiflett and the Big Country Show for nearly 7 years. And in addition to guitar and banjo, he also frequently plays jazz guitar and piano in the Philly area. He also teaches banjo and guitar, has 3 solo albums, all available on Patuxent Music. So finalist number 1, Brennan Ernst.
Hello again, folks. My name is Brennan Ernst, and this is my submission for the final round of the Virtual World Flatpicking Competition. I've got 2 tunes to play. My first one is going to be called On a Slow Boat to China by Frank Loesser. My second one is Rutland's Reel by Howdy Forrester.
It's Virginia, one of the 5 finalists for the World Virtual Flatpicking Championship. Finalists performing this evening being presented in alphabetical order. Marcy, how about letting the viewers know how we got to this point?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Flatpicking is such a huge part of our guitar playing community. And what we do, it's really how we have fun with each other. We spur each other on to try to do our best. It's how a lot of young people experience flatpicking for the first time and learn from the best. It's really good-hearted, good-natured fun. And since the contests were all closed this year, Steve and Robin and I really thought it would be great to try to do something online. We did wait for a while to see if anybody else would, and they weren't happening, so we decided we'd just do it ourselves, musicians and a broadcaster and the team helping musicians, which is absolutely wonderful. But we had categories. So one of the categories was for arrangements, and they'd have a certain number of points for that, where we would give a numerical point, and one was for execution, one was for expression, and one was for overall points. And then we all sent our scores in to Laura Lynn Coles at the Institute of Musical Tradition, so we didn't know how this was going to play out, really. And there are things we still don't know. But the way the finalists came to be is they got the top 5 scores. And it was all done without really our knowledge of the other voters. We did this just like a live contest where the voters would sit, the judges sit back and give scores and hand the paper to somebody. Well, this time we hand it, and here comes Steve.
Pop. Yeah, and I was going to say that we had over 40 contestants, and they sent in one song of a maximum length of 3 minutes, and that was narrowed down to these 5 that we're seeing now tonight. And they had there in the preliminaries it was 1 song, and now that these top 5 get 2.
Thank you, Steve. You're great.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we're going to enjoy another performance from a finalist right after we thank a few more of our sponsors. Folks have been just so great to come on board. Folks like Ear Trumpet Labs Microphones, Handmade Microphones, Portland, Oregon. EarTrumpetLabs.com is their website. Thanks to the folks at Elderly Instruments, elderly.com, and Fishman.com. Some prizes that we'll be giving out a little bit later on from these fine folks. And again, we thank them so much. Well, let's get to another finalist now. Being presented in alphabetical order, we have Daisy Kerr from Placerville, California. Daisy is 15 years old. Her website, AnnaDaisyMusic.com. If you'd like to hear more from her, we're going to hear her now with her presentation, Daisy Kerr, Placerville, California, on the World Flatpicking Championships.
This is Daisy Kerr, and here is my submission for the finals of the World Virtual Flatpicking Contest. I'm going to be playing Beaumont Rag and an original called Atitlan. Thank you.
Daisy Kerr, Placerville, California, 15 years old. Her website again, AnnaDaisyMusic.com, one of our finalists in the World Virtual Flatpicking Championship. Well, I mentioned earlier that we do have some prizes we'll be giving throughout the program, and we're going to start with that right now, as a matter of fact. I have a couple of cool prizes to give. We're going to start with a box of DR strings. And now, if you have a preference to medium or light gauge, you can contact Marcy or Steve within 48 hours to get you the gauge that you need, medium or light. But one box of DR strings, and I have the entry bowl right over here to my right. So I'm mixing them up really good right now, and I'm going to pull out one winner and congratulate Melinda Flesher. Melinda Flesher, winner of a box of DR strings. And Melinda, if you have a preference to medium or light gauge, again, within 48 hours, just contact Marcy or Steve and they'll get you what you need. One of our other raffle sponsors is Goldtone Instruments. GoldToneMusicGroup.com is where you can find them online. Goldtone Instruments, a respected name, many, many years in the industry. A guitar shelf from Goldtone Instruments is our next prize. So I'm going back to the bowl of entries, mixing them up, pulling out our winner. Again, for a Goldtone guitar shelf from Goldtone Instruments. And the winner is Kathy Barwick. Kathy Barwick. Congratulations. And I tell you what, I think that we will get on with our finalist and have some more raffle drawings shortly. If you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to the 5 finalists. They're being presented in alphabetical order. And next is Aubry King. Let me tell you a little bit about Aubry from Jacksonville, Florida. 22 years old. He's been playing since he was 11 years old. You can find him at Aubry King Guitarist on Facebook. He also teaches lessons on Skype. Enjoy him now, one of our finalists, Aubry King.
Hello there, my name is Aubry King. This is my submission for the finals of the World Virtual Flatpick Contest. First song is Cattle in the Cane, second song is Big Mon.
Aubry King from Jacksonville, Florida, one of our finalists. And we're getting ready to go to another. But first, I want to thank a few more of our sponsors who have so graciously been a part of this event. Down Home Guitars, Acoustic Vibes Music, Fret and Fiddle, Jim Robeson Productions, Tunnel Park Recording and Mastering, Goldtone Instruments, and TrueFire. Thousands of music lessons online at truefire.com. Next, as we go in alphabetical order with our finalists, I'm happy to introduce Adam Miller to you. Adam is from Erwin, Tennessee, 20 years old, a student at East Tennessee State University, where he's part of the Bluegrass, Old Time Celtic, and Country Music program. And again, finalist Adam Miller.
Hey, this is Adam Miller, and this is my submission to the finals of the World Virtual Flatpicking Contest. Thank you guys for watching.
20-year-old Adam Miller from Erwin, Tennessee. Well, you know, we have a lot of great flat pick guitarists that are being presented this evening. Well, maybe you're a banjo player. Well, you're not going to be left out, because coming in November, the World Virtual Bluegrass Banjo Contest. I want to give you a little bit of information and let you know where you can go to get even more details. But submissions on video will start November 9th and close November 16th. So keep that date in mind, November 9th, to start getting your video submissions in on banjo. And we are happy to have Come Here NC, Elderly Instruments, Steve Kaufman's Acoustic Camp, and Knee Deep in Bluegrass will be back. The World Virtual Bluegrass Banjo Contest 2020 page on Facebook is a place where you can like that page and be able to follow all the information that's posted as that competition gets closer. And there's also details at imtfolk.org, imtfolk.org, the Institute of Musical Traditions. Check out all their workshops, online concerts, and much more, imtfolk.org. And my last name is Balcom, and you might know that there's a lot of banjos in our house. I'm married to Terry Balcom, so I'm looking forward to the banjo competition. And again, we want to thank C.F. Martin and Company for being on board for the virtual flat picking. And since we're talking about Martin, I want to point out my Martin back here. Yeah, right behind me. That was a gift from my dad. I graduated from high school in 1983, and that is a 1983 D37K Martin Koa wood, and it was one they did for their 150th anniversary, so only 150 of that model. So proud of my guitar and wanted to show that off. And again, thanks C.F. Martin and Company for their sponsorship of this evening's event. MartinGuitar.com. Martin Guitars, established in 1833. I think we have a couple more raffle drawings, and I'm doing those live on the air, live on the stream, as it were. I have them all right here. And I am going to let you know what our next prize is. And this raffle drawing will be an all-access pass to TrueFire.com for 1 year. Thousands of guitar lessons in many styles, including classical, jazz, rock, blues, and more. TrueFire.com. Wow, what a great prize. One all-access pass for 1 year. And again, that's TrueFire.com. I'm mixing them up. Can you hear me do that? Okay. And our winner for the all-access TrueFire pass, Eric Wiggs. Eric Wiggs. Congratulations. And wow, next, a $250 gift certificate to Down Home Guitars in Frankfort, Illinois. What a great store. I was up there a few years ago. I've gotten to perform there in the past with my husband and Ricky Simpkins, Don Rigsby, and the late Mauro Kawabata. But Down Home Guitars, Frankfort, Illinois, a $250 gift certificate. And as we mix up our raffle entries and pull out one, oh wow, a winner from Sweden. And I don't know if my country girl mountain accent will get, I know I can get Patrick. Okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to do this in my best mountain Swedish. Patrick Sundvik Lundgren, a $250 gift certificate from Down Home Guitars in Illinois. Patrick Sundvik Lundgren. I'm sure he knows who he is. And I bet Steve and Marcy and Robin do as well. Well, hope y'all are having fun as the anticipation builds. And we will be announcing a champion shortly. We have one more presentation and then some more prizes and more information. But let me introduce you to the next finalist. And I said his name a minute ago. How about that? He's already a winner because he won a raffle prize. But Eric Wiggs is the next contestant to present his flat picking skills from Longmont, Colorado. He plays in the band Masontown and recently released his first solo guitar EP. His website, ericwiggs.com. From Longmont, Colorado, Eric Wiggs.
My name is Eric Wiggs. This is my entry for the finals of the 2020 World Virtual Flatpicking Contest.
From the state of Colorado, that's Eric Wiggs. And now you've heard the finalists, but before we announce the winners, we have some more raffle prizes to give away, some great ones too. A big thank you to these sponsors. And maybe you're out there watching saying, wow, I wish I had gotten in on that raffle drawing because these are some really great prizes. Well, next time, go to imtfolk.org before the banjo competition, and you'll find that link where you can get in on those raffle drawings. And not only will you have a chance at these wonderful prizes from our sponsors, but it's also a great way to support the arts, support the music, and support this effort and these artists. Thank you so much. Well, speaking of raffle prizes, giving away a Fishman mini amplifier from Fishman Electronics, a Fishman Aura Spectrum DI, Fishman helping musicians sound their best. And let's get a winner. I'm mixing them up. Good number of entries. Thank you if you did buy a ticket or several. The winner of the Fishman Mini Amplifier, Rachel Bishop. Rachel Bishop, congratulations. And we have from Elderly Instruments, a beautiful Farida OT 6.2 VBS guitar with case, strap, and extra strings. This is a $599 value. Now I bet you're really wishing you'd gotten in on the raffle drawing, huh? Okay, I'm mixing them up again. And the winner of the Farida OT 6.2 VBS guitar, case, strap, extra strings from Elderly Instruments. Congratulations to Michael Maddox. Michael Maddox. And Elderly providing our next prize as well. And they just keep going up in value, folks. From Elderly Instruments, a stunning Farida tenor ukulele with wood inlay. This is a $1,119 value. And it's going to go to this lucky winner. Fingers crossed if you are a raffle ticket holder. Janine Anderson. Janine Anderson wins the Farida tenor ukulele from Elderly Instruments. Congratulations. Wow, what a great prize. What a great prize. What a great night. And we are going to have a video of a great, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. Dan Crary, one of the greatest flat pickers, and he submitted a video on request so that he could be featured and be part of this evening. We wanted him to be part of this evening because we love Dan so much. Dan Crary.
Thanks for your support of the Walnut Valley Festival over the years. And as I think back over those years, and there have been a few of them, haven't there? I think back the early days of flat picking as well. And you know, flat picking became a part of bluegrass music, a sort of standard part, a little bit late, kind of in the late 60s, early 70s it caught on. But some early heroes made some wonderful flat picking music way back even in the early 1950s. And among those heroes was a banjo player named Don Reno. And Reno and Smiley back in the 50s did a kind of a funny song about a country boy discovering the newly minted rock and roll music. And they called the song Country Boy Rock and Roll. So I'm going to play a little bit of to the extent that I can, some of the Don Reno licks in this. You can tell I'm from the country, say I'm from out of town. Lately I've been catching on and I'm letting my hair down. I've been a rockin', I've been a rollin'. And I guess that some folks think it's foolish, just let it make a fool out of me. better next time. I walked in this crowded dance hall and I didn't know a soul. Some hillbillies started picking and everybody rocked and rolled. I've been a rockin', I've been a rollin'. And I guess that some folks think it's foolish, just let it make a fool out of me. That some folks think it's foolish, just let it make a fool out of me. Don Reno.
Dan Crary, that was awesome. We appreciate Dan participating in this evening's World Virtual Guitar Championship. Always great picking from Dan Crary. I've featured so much of his music on my radio shows over the years, both as a solo artist and in groups like California. A lot of the music that Dan has played with John Hickman and Byron Berline. But Dan Crary, again, thank you so much. And I'd like to invite you to listen to my syndicated radio show. If you're not familiar, it's called Knee Deep in Bluegrass. This is the 17th year of national syndication, but I started programming a bluegrass radio show when I was 17 years old. And that was about 35 years ago now. But kneedeepinbluegrass.com is my website. And on social media, I hope you'll give my pages a like and a follow for content there. At Knee Deep in Bluegrass on Instagram, Facebook.com/Bluegrass Radio Show. We're on nearly 100 affiliates from coast to coast, and because of streaming, we're heard all over the world. Every week, a brand new show, Knee Deep in Bluegrass. It's a 2-hour show, and I also have an all bluegrass gospel show called Knee Deep in Bluegrass Gospel. So I do hope you can join me. And again, the website for more details, kneedeepinbluegrass.com. Well, the sponsors, again, we thank you so much for your participation and your help in making this evening possible. I want to mention those again before we let you know who their winners are. Come Here NC. ComeHereNC.com, part of the North Carolina Arts. And I mentioned at the top of the show the benefit they did for artists, raising over $50,000 due to COVID-19 cancellations and so many artists being in dire need. And they had a lot of help from North Carolina artists, but that's just one of the many things that they've done over this past year, raising all that money at the Come Here NC benefit concert. But ComeHereNC.com is their website, and they're always doing great things. And you can either go directly to ComeHereNC.com or NCArts.org, and we hope that you will. C.F. Martin and Company, established in 1833, inspiring musicians worldwide for nearly 2 centuries. MartinGuitar.com. And again, for providing our prizes, we thank Ear Trumpet Labs microphones, Elderly Instruments, Fishman, Down Home Guitars, Acoustic Vibes Music, Fret and Fiddle, Jim Robeson Productions, Tonal Park Recording and Mastering, Goldtone Instruments, and TrueFire.com. Well, it is time, folks. Going to start with 5th place and take it all the way up to 1st place. And our 5th place for this evening, taking home a World Virtual Flatpicking Contest hat, a prize ribbon, and $100 is Adam Miller. Adam Miller. Yay,
Adam.
Good job, Adam.
And you know what? Of all those entries,
Good job.
getting the top 5 was awesome. He did great. I enjoyed Adam a ton. And, you know, that let's give a shout out to the ETSU program that Adam is a part of as well, turning out all kinds of great musicians over the years. But Adam, congratulations. Well, let's just move on down the list. 4th place, World Virtual Flatpicking Contest hat, a prize ribbon, and $200. Congratulations, Eric Wiggs. Yay, a hand for Eric. 3rd place. 3rd place. Again, a World Virtual Flatpicking Contest hat. Okay, Marcy's showing us the ribbon. Steve, I was expecting you to be wearing one of those hats, you and Robin.
You know, I expect to be wearing one of those hats.
Hey, there it is. Looky there. Looky there. There it is. Just like
That's a great hat.
Just like magic. A prize ribbon and $300. 3rd place this evening. Congratulations, Daisy Kerr.
All right.
Awesome.
Good job, Daisy.
Yep.
Yeah. In there with all the hairy-legged boys. I'm always happy to be represented.
That's beautiful.
Oh. Well, and the good thing about, you know, a lot of us have been self-quarantining for days, weeks, months. You can't see what our legs look like. Second place winner.
I'm not even going to stand up.
You don't have to. 2nd place winner. There is the beautiful 2nd place ribbon. You're also going to get that beautiful World Virtual Flatpicking Contest hat. $400 going to 2nd place. Congratulations, Aubry King.
All
yeah,
right.
Aubry.
Yay, Aubry. And that means that 1st place, $500, the prize ribbon, the blue ribbon, and the contest hat, and an automatic entry into the National Flatpicking Championship in Winfield, Kansas. Brennan Ernst. Brennan Ernst, congratulations.
Yeah.
World Virtual Flatpicking Champion.
Great.
There
Wow.
were so many great entries, and we just appreciate every single one of them. We had a great time looking at all of them and looking at them over and over. We have such talent out there across our country and beyond. It's really remarkable. The music really is the international language, the language of the soul.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I
Well,
hope
Steve, why don't you touch a little bit?
Oh, was
What's
that
that?
Robin?
Yes,
I
that's
said I hope
Robin.
to see all of them at Winfield.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
That'd be good.
Absolutely. Indeed. Well, Steve, I know that a lot of folks are already looking forward to the Bluegrass Banjo Contest. And again, registration opens November 9th. And so you have from the 9th until the 16th of November to submit your banjo videos. I hear lots of banjo music in my house every day. I love the banjo. You know what? It's really cool. My dad was a banjo player. I married a banjo player, and both my sons play banjo. So
Oh, great.
I'm surrounded by banjo, but I love it. And, you know, I heard one time that in order to get a girl, you whisper those 3 words in her ear that every girl longs to hear. And that is, I play the banjo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they come a running.
There you go. That's right. So again, get more details at imtfolk.org or the Facebook page that's being created for the World Virtual Bluegrass Banjo Contest 2020. And get all those details again, imtfolk.org. Can't thank those folks enough for what they do for music and keeping the traditions of all types of music alive. So any parting words from any of you folks? This has been great.
This
Well,
has been great. It's an honor to see you, Cindy. And what have
I've
you
just got to
there?
put that up there. Richard Smith just said hi. He's one of the greatest guitar players in the world. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Richard, and I appreciate Alan Shadd being with us tonight,
Alan Shadd, yeah.
and all the other great pickers that are tuning us in. I appreciate them all, and I also appreciate my wife Donna Dixon for allowing me to do all of this stuff. That was very nice, and I'm having a blast with it. I'm looking forward to the banjo contest, and we have some really, really good people involved in that contest who will, as we get closer, we'll leak some names of who's involved in that.
Okay, so be sure and like
register.
that Facebook page so you can follow that info.
We'll announce on that page when you can register. So you hold your place to make sure you get in the contest and then submit your videos during the submission time.
And
so let me see if I understand this, Marcy. So you're saying that they can register for the contest. They don't have to submit right then, but they can register way in advance, right?
Yes.
And then take their time honing their video.
Right. They can play it as many times as they want. It's not like a live contest where you just get up, you get one chance, and you're done.
And I know about that.
Yeah, I do too.
How about you, Robin?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
and if you start right now, you could probably learn a couple of tunes on the banjo, right?
Or we could do it.
Probably could. And you know, one of the best things about these contests is the camaraderie and among players. It's Robin calls it the bullpen, I think. But people teasing each other and having fun and picking all the time, and it's absolutely wonderful. I noticed with this contest right away, people started congratulating each other on their videos, saying really kind things about each other, and it's the spirit that lives on in these contests.
Yeah, you know, Marcy, I've said this to you, but because it was my dad, who was born and raised right there in Lansing where you live, he instilled a love for the music. Lost him 11 years ago this month, but it's because of him I have such a passion for the music. And he taught me a long time ago that it's less about the correct notes and singing on pitch and more about those bonds you form with the people you share the music with. And that's something that I always take with me. And I figure that's the best way to honor him is by forming these friendships with these other artists where we have those common bonds.
That is absolutely right. And you know, not only is your dad one of the great musicians from Lansing, North Carolina, but also it's the original home of Ola Belle Reed, who had the same attitude, the same community attitude and sharing of music attitude as your dad. So I love that. That's wonderful.
And let me throw in another quick little note that when my dad moved from Lansing up north looking for work, he went to Sunset Park and he went to see Ola Belle and Alex, and they put him in the house band. And from 1952 to 1960, he worked at Sunset Park with Ola Belle and Alex. And so he took me on vacation up there when I was 8 years old. And he said, we're going to Ola Belle's house. I got to meet her as a young girl. She told me to always be myself. She said, if you want to get into music or any form of entertainment, you just be yourself. And if people like you for what you are, then you're in the right place. But if you have to change, you don't need to be there. But on the way to Ola Belle's, we went by Deacon Brumfield's barbershop and saw him, saw Alex Campbell broadcasting in the back of the store there at Campbell's Corner. Just awesome, awesome memories. But just again, want to thank you folks for allowing me to be part of this special evening.
Well, and thank you for being with us, Cindy. It would not have been the same without you, for sure.
Well, thank you. Well, on behalf of Marcy Marxer, Steve Kaufman, Robin Kessinger, Rob Hinkle, our technical director, I'm Cindy Bauckham from Knee Deep in Bluegrass, and we will see you back for the World Virtual Banjo Contest in November. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.